My fish fam, it's Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and we are back to Modern Merfolk. In fact, maybe Merfolk is back, because they just banned a bunch of cards from the modern format. They kicked out Flage, they kicked out Lotus Field, and they even unbanned some cards, which I think are incredibly very advantageous for us in this modern format. Okay, first things first, they banned Flage, which at the very least is going to take Boros Energy down a peg. Make no mistake, that deck was an aggro deck that had a great long mid-range plan, and now the mid-range plan is gone. That like long game that they used to have with Flage, that's been chopped down for size. So if they go all in on their aggro plan, they are more vulnerable to board wipes and just being more vulnerable like an aggro deck should be. You go all in on the aggro plan, you get hit with like a bunch of removal. Okay, you're done for. Hopefully that plays out. Energy still has free wins, but they lost a really key piece from their deck, and anything that's gonna make Energy lose percentage points, that's good for Merfolk. Now, the second thing they banned is Lotus Field. That doesn't really change us for Merfolk. If anything, we'd prefer Amulet Titan is on the up and up because, well, let's just say we have a pretty okay matchup versus Amulet. Let's just say that. So, Amulet is going to be fine, though. I don't think the banning of Lotus Field is going to be that devastating to the archetype as a whole in the long run. They did make 2 unbans. First off, Umezawa's Jite. I don't care. It's unplayable. It was probably unplayable back in 2018, 2019. I spoke many times. It's unplayable in Legacy, and I don't see how it can get any better in Modern. It's just too clunky. So a lot of people were afraid, well, if Umezawa's Jite gets unbanned, that's going to be bad for Merfolk. No one's going to play it. Maybe people will try, but in the long run, it will be worthless. I'm not particularly concerned about the card. But they unbanned Violent Outburst. That is great for Merfolk. That's great for Merfolk in multitudes of ways. The first and foremost being that a lot of blue decks played that card. We're talking Crashing Footfalls. We're talking Living End. And we do have good matchups versus both those decks. In fact, our matchup versus Crushing Footfalls should be even better because they don't even have access to Fury anymore. So in that environment, I'm very happy to be playing against both those decks. And I also think both those decks should also bring down the win rate of Boros Energy because Boros Energy has a lot of game, for example, versus Living End when they have to Living End at sorcery speed. Not as much game at instant speed. So if Boros Energy wants to go for a fast start with Living End having a bunch of mana up, they can be, it can be back-breaking versus them, super back-breaking. And I think the same thing with the Rhino deck. If they can play instant speed Rhinos versus Boros Energy, that's a benefit as well. I have no idea if Crashing Rhinos is going, like the Footfalls deck is going to survive in the long run because it's a bit sketch. Let's just say I think the deck is a bit sketch with all the hate cards that exist. No, I'm not even talking about engineered explosives, but like, Rat the Skies is a very good card, Vexing Bauble. So the tools are out there versus Crashing Footfalls, but Living End should hold up much better. Okay, if there's a bunch of blue decks coming back, we want to bring back Lord of Atlantis. All right, welcome back, Lord of Atlantis. It's like you haven't left us. Except I did abandon you for a very long time. Arguably, maybe you can even go up to 4. I'm not sure. I'm playing with 2 today. I have no idea what I should play. Maybe I should have Flare of Denial somewhere in this deck. I'm just playing with Force Negation and Subtlety. Because there's a lot of combo decks. I'm looking at just like the rough draft of what the metagame looks like on MTG Goldfish. It's a lot of combo. It's a lot. I probably should have like more anti-combo cards. But anyhow, I'm going to live with what we got over here. We're going to bring Tidechaper back because if there is more blue decks in the metagame, then this is a 1-mana 2/2, which is like, not in love with it, but I don't hate it. And it still enables, our Spreading Seas plan if necessary. Yeah, and that's about it. I don't have a whole lot of commentary on this. This is complete experimentation. I have no idea what I'm going to play against, but I am shifting back to a more traditional looking Merfolk deck. And with that, let's get into our league. Okay, round 1, we lost the die roll.
No.
Our hand is okay. I'm not in love with it, but if we're up against the blue deck, then this hand will actually be pretty good.
I think he's playing blue, based on his avatar.
Yeah, Ancestral Recall. Sacred Foundry into... Wow, that's just great. So we're moving into a meta game. So we're playing against Boros Energy as if Boros Energy did not change. Didn't go anywhere. It's been with us the entire time. Well, I don't have any other option here. Let's play our Mind Spring Merfolk.
Run him over with your car.
Yeah.
All that magic won't help you against
This is like a human
2
deck.
tons of steel.
But here's the thing. Like, you know, energy, it didn't technically get banned. I mean, you can still play energy cards.
Well, they should just ban the whole whole mechanic.
But our hope is that energy. Oh, that's just great. Our hope is that with the new metagame. Well, it's like nothing happens. So I don't know if I said this in the deck tech, but like, you know, Boros Energy, they still have their free win hands. They still have their free win. This is basically a free win.
So stupid.
Lines. Can we live to see that? Maybe. The biggest problem is that I'm gonna die before any of this happens. I'm gonna start by just slowing down their red mana, just so I can play Harbinger and then maybe play Tide Shaper. But like a lot of stuff has to go right now. Like a lot of stuff has to go right.
And it will.
Not necessarily. I need them to have like a pile of red cards in their hand. And then we play Harbinger of the Seas, and then we play Tide Shaper, and then it's all over, baby. Okay, this is working very poorly. Oh. Blood Moon. Interesting. Turns that thing back on into... But now they only have one red... They actually have one white source. Funny enough. I don't have Island online. Okay, so red 100% online. I can actually play most of my hand. Now, the problem is I can't... Well, we can't play around any red stuff now. So if they have removal, and I'm just screwed. Let's... Okay, we're going to pay 2 for the Tide Shaper kicked. We'll hit the plains. It feels very icky to do that, though. Super ick. Especially since my stuff can get blown out of the water at any moment. Am I really hoping my own opponent only has red cards in hand? That's like mostly white stuff.
Go for it.
Yeah. Because otherwise I could go for the mountain and then play Harbinger and then reset this thing to an island. And I guess I am still doing nothing here. Play Gloomlake Verge and pass. Harbinger of the Seas is not very easy. I get punished for playing Gloomlake Verge. This is old tech. Well, we took their Flage away. I guess this is the new Flage. Main deck Blood Moon. They had main deck Blood Moon before, but maybe it's more important now. Ragavan. Good luck. So I guess they don't need the luck. They gain life. That thing is another mountain. This thing will attack into the air. This is getting out of control super fast. Just as
Send this to Richard Garfield.
What's funny is if we're on the play, maybe this is a very different game. Because going turn 2 Tide Shaper slows them down by a lot. Yeah, we take our turn. Dismember would also be nice. Can only play 1 card a turn, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just going to concede. They're just coming into the air too many times. I can tap something down, but this is pretty hopeless. All right, Boros Energy. I want engineered explosives. Hopefully it still go kablooey.
Is powder keg legal?
No, that is a reserve list card. So they can't print that anymore. There are no reserve list cards in Modern. That's like half the point of this format. You don't have to worry about reserve list cards. You just have to worry about the cards naturally getting bonkers expensive. I'm going to keep a few Force Negation in the deck for Goblin Bombardment. Hexcatcher is very bad. The rest of the cards are fine-ish. Actually, Tashawn's Tiebinder is usually pretty bad. Clunky and slow. Yeah, I think I can live with everything else. Usually Tashawn's Tiebinder is clunky and slow. Funny, Gloom Lake Verge actually... If Boros Energy is still going to be hot, and if Boros Energy is still going to be hot...
And using Blood Moon.
And Blood Moon, yeah, we got to get rid of those Gloom Lake Verges. This is a bad hand. No mana. This has... mana. Keep it. Probably dump the Mutavault.
See you later, Mutavault.
Maybe I dump one Mindspring Merfolk. Maybe I'll dump a Mindspring Merfolk instead.
You want to be powerful in this deck. Phyrexian Dreadnought.
My brother's addicted to Phyrexian Dreadnought.
It's a slot machine. I love it.
Loves the Dreadnought.
It's a fun deck.
Well, for us. That's one of those decks where not very fun for the opponent.
Well, they don't matter here. This isn't their stream.
Where's our opponent? They have a really hard sideboard decision here. Or sorry, opening hand decision. We do not really, frankly. Or they're double queuing.
When's the next set coming up?
I don't know. I don't pay. They happen so frequently. I don't even care anymore. Every day a new set is coming out.
Hasbro's gonna get sued.
By who? Who's gonna do it? Go for it, community. Go sue them. Sue Hasbro for ruining your game.
Flooding the market with crap.
What do we got here? Okay, the Audemars is sort of nice. I could bluff a Hexcatcher. Actually, what I should do is actually just go for a Master the Pearl Trident right now. It's fine on blocking duty and guarantees I can get in damage here.
Run him over.
Yeah, here comes my car. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Did you see these moves in what's called Fast and the Furious? No, you didn't.
Vin Diesel.
Galvanic Discharge me.
Oh.
And I guess you can... I guess you're not buffing it up. Well, I got another Mindspring Merfolk, which is A-okay.
Now we just need Harbinger.
I'd love to attack, but like... I don't really feel... Honestly, I don't feel like bluffing in this case. I just don't feel like doing it. They could go for a double block, and then even if I play Hexcatcher, like, I still lose something, even though that exchange is not that great for them. Goblin Bump. This is just the worst thing that could possibly happen. We are super toast.
Richard Garfield, what happened to your game?
I thought they banned cards from this deck. I thought the metagame favored me. I don't even see this thing on the MTG Goldfish. Scry Ranger Captain of Eos. So it can be put on anything. You attack, put 2+1/+1 counters. I guess I should stop the Oslet Pride. Let Guide of Souls do whatever it wants for now.
If you have the city's blessing.
Because if this thing... I know they're going to trigger it later anyway, but I'd rather they have to play cards for that thing to trigger. I would rather I'm not getting hit with something with lifelink. Is what I was trying to get at. Okay. So Mindspring Merfolk can get smoked at any moment off of Goblin Bombardment. I still get the ability though. Probably really want to, or they can smoke, or in response they could smoke my Flood Pits Drowner. Okay, let's see how willing they are to just clear my board. Because I get a bunch of cards out of this deal.
Oh yeah, it's a good deal.
It's not a bad deal. Maybe they'll sack the cat token to this Mindspring Merfolk. They do not. Yeah, I'll just attack. Could have been worse.
Could have been a lot better.
Fortunately, these cards are not that great. But we do have another Mindspring Merfolk. Here comes a Johnny, which is a big pain for us. See, like, this is what I was saying. Like, Boros Energy still has their, like, free wins. Seems like
the whole deck is a free win.
No, yeah, so they still have their, like, aggro free win starts that we could not beat before. We still cannot beat now. Flage or no Flage.
Need some Azorius Merfolk going on.
That's what a lot of people say, but, like, okay, someone make a deck that works. Show it to me.
Path to Exile.
Oh my god, is it easy enough to just shoot my face? It's, like, pretty aggressive. Because they have to be very confident. Oh, I guess so. Like, okay, so it goes to 5. I go to 6. I'm borderline dead because of the Goblin Bombardment. What could get me out of this? Oh, nothing. Oh, our opponent had all the... They had it all figured out. I was just waiting to see it myself. Okay, that was round 1. I mean, if anything, I made my deck weaker to Boros Energy, and we just got slapped.
That wasn't even a game of Magic.
Yeah, I know. It's just how it is. Let's hope for something that got unbanned in round 2. We won the die roll in round 2, which is good because this hand potentially can go for a turn 3 Harbinger with Tide Shaper backup, so we're going to keep this. We'll have nothing to do on turn 1, but, like, whatever. I mean, in theory, we could do something on turn 1, but I don't know what our opponent's playing, so I'm going to do nothing. Just be Gloom Lake Verge Pass. Probably like turn 2 Lord of Atlantis into turn 3 Harbinger of the Seas.
And that's exactly how it's going to go.
Alternatively, depending on what they do, we could play Tide Shaper turn 2, but I don't know what they're going to do. Shivan Reef. Oh, yeah, of course. Affinity. Well, that's terrible. So what am I just lost? Look at their avatar. It was like coming in and out of consciousness. It's gonna turn dark, I swear.
Yeah, there it is. It went. There we go.
Yeah. I'd never seen that before. They're being more creative with the
yeah, adding
the stuff.
Probably used AI to implement that.
2 Pinnacle Emissaries? We're toast. We're dead. We're dead.
This is modern.
Yeah, this is modern. So yeah, we lost. We hopefully Boros Energy has taken down a peg. Affinity wasn't touched at all though. Thanks, Mox Opal, for existing.
See, this is what happens when the community doesn't rally together to sue Wizards.
Yeah, we need to sue. This is the exact reason why we need to sue Wizards of the Coast. I spent $800 on my Merfolk deck, and this deck is rendered it useless. What do I even want to do? Nothing I do matters.
Just gotta get one of those wacky lawyers that you see at 2 in the morning on TV.
Let's go put Cavernous Soul. What's the Cavernous Souls thing I could put? Eldrazi? No, I'm going to concede. Because we can't beat this. We can't beat this at all. Side in... No, it's Stern Scolding, actually. That's useless. Mystical Dispute. We can actually bring in some subtleties. Definitely Engineered Explosives. Wouldn't say subtlety is great, but I'll live with it. Consign to Memory for sure. Not so for sure, for sure. But like it can interact with like say Urza Saga. Okay, Force Negation is super important because they now play with that enchantment thing that can blast my face. Okay, cards that don't are not good. Silvergill Adept is clunky and slow. Lords Are Us is good. Shaw's Tidebinder, again, I think is just a smidge too slow. I have to get rid of a lot of cards. Maybe there's no room for subtlety.
Sorry, no room.
Yeah, sorry, no room there,
Huge.
subtlety. Might not even be room for I don't need so many Harbinger of the Seas.
The Crying Man.
In fact, I don't know if I need any Harbinger of the Seas. Oh, we'll bring in a Vidalian Hexcatcher. That looks pretty good. Okay. This looks okay. Lords Are Us. And some mana disruption. Oh, we could have some Harbinger of the Seas just so we can lock down all future versions of Urza Saga. This is a one-liner hand. We're going to mulligan. It's not a one-liner hand. It's got some good cards for this matchup, but has no pressure. Not lucky with the mulligans. I'm going to keep it. Like, there's a lot of games where they barf their hand. Cavern of Souls is going to be useful. Gloom Lake Verge also might be useful. We'll get rid of the basic land, I think. Yeah, basic land. I'll put them in a false sense of security. Do I play Gloom Lake Verge first? No, okay, I'll just play Gloom Lake Verge and pass, because that's generally what I should do. In fact, they may not even know we're on Merfolk, which is very doubtful, but might not be the case. I threw out that Eldrazi last game. Counter Souls on Eldrazi. I was trying to divert them. Okay, they're playing Soporific Springs and passing.
That's good.
It's bad because what they're going for is their enchantment on turn 2, and I can't interact with that at all. Even if I go Engineer Explosives on 0, it won't work. Mutavault pass. Attack you for 2 each turn if I have to.
I think if we were to hire, what was his name? Bill the Hammer Shapiro? Oh, Jim the Hammer Shapiro. He could take the case.
Well, if we can't afford Jim, we could use his his cousin, Bill. Anyways,
Bill the Mallet.
Yeah, Bill the Mallet Shapiro.
He can sue Wizards of the Coast.
For anyone that doesn't know, there was like this cartoon as we were a kid of this lawyer constantly advertising, "I'm Jim the Hammer," and like I don't know, the screen broke out into a billion pieces.
He was
the Shapiro.
He was a real attorney.
Well, I mean, they all are, you know. I mean, some people choose billboards, some people choose the
card.
Yeah. Some people choose to. I said it was an advertisement.
Well, still. Anyway, we got to get him. He'll do it.
Could be dead at this point. That was like 30 years ago. We're 25 at least.
I think he's still working.
You can call him.
All right, let's look it up.
Ravenous Robots. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, great. I can kill this thing. And we can save 2 life too. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature token. Now here's a good question. Do I let my opponent blow their load?
He is an American attorney.
Do you know what? I'm not going to let my opponent get too far with this because it could activate undo.
He was suspended in 2004 from practicing law.
Oh, I don't have the island out. Damn, I screwed up my Gloom Lake Verge. He was what?
He was suspended from practicing law in 2004 and 2005.
That's funny. That's around the time that he was advertising that crap on TV. Was he doing this under the table or something? I'll defend you in court through proxy.
He has sold all of his law firms and now he writes books.
Yeah, about how to cheat the system.
Yeah, I guess so. Still, he could do it.
Yeah, when this is all done, we're gonna look Jim up a little bit.
Tormod's Crypt. Oh, but it's not on your side of the board.
No, it's not.
Aw, look what I said.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's a free card and it'll help.
Here comes Mutavaults. I don't know if tapping out is going to backfire on me, but I'm going to tap out. Carasol's Merfolk. Well, I can't even choose Merfolk here. The jig is up. Oh.
What a surprise.
Yeah, I know. Here's this stupid turn 3 Ether Vial as usual. Man, this league is so bad. That card's a problem. But on the plus side, if they empty everything, or encourage themselves to empty everything, I can go Engineer Explosives on 0, blow everything up, will get hit by this thing by a lot. Oh, you thought you're going to use this? Oh no, don't bring Turtle out. No Turtle. No Turtle. No! No! Don't turtle me, bro.
Holy smokes.
Stupid turtle.
Oh, I thought this was actually going to be from the set. Like Leonardo or something was about to come.
No, this is Blastoise from Pokemon.
Damn.
This is the Pokemon Universes Beyond. I'm not going to lie. I actually considered trying to put this in Merfolk because I was like, this card's awesome. And if I play enough artifacts, I could make it work. I can go turn 1 Relic of Progenitus. Oh my god, there's actually an outsized chance. No, it's a 6/6 now. Well, okay, we're just we're just dead again. Okay, thank you very much. This league is terrible. Okay, I'm not gonna. Well, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna like drop out of the league. We're gonna beat something. I swear to God. Let's get see you in round 3. Round 3, we're on the draw, which sort of sucks with this type of hand. It's gonna curve out pretty poorly. I'm gonna keep it though because it should still be favorable versus combo decks. Like I can go turn 1 Mindspring Merfolk, and turn 2, if we don't draw a land, I can still play Tideshaper for just 1 mana and then start dishing out the Vidalian Hexcatchers, and we're already up against... Okay, we do draw the land too, and look... Oh, actually, I can't tell what the hell we're up against with that island. It could, honestly, could be Affinity again. They have not revealed anything to us. We'll start with our own island and Mindspring Merfolk. Although we are in the 0-2 bracket, so we might be up against a Merfolk deck of our own. It's possible. Merfolk versus Merfolk. Which, in case this hand sucks, no island walk. The island, anti-island cards, which are useless here. Oh my god. We're up against Affinity again? Oh my god. Oh my god. What are we going to do?
We got to get Jim's number.
And if they have an Engineer Explosives in hand, that is going to be very, very punishing. Super punishing. Don't play anything else.
People of America.
Oh my god, they're not playing anything else. I actually have a chance.
People of America versus Wizards of the Coast.
Why limit it to just people from America?
Because I don't know. I don't think other... could we make this some sort of international tribunal? I don't think so.
I'm just thinking, is it worth it to just go after this red source now with Sink into Stupor? What else can you do for red mana? What kind of hand do they have that they just didn't empty their hand that turn? Not sure, but...
I'm not sure either. Oh. Come on.
Unless they have a second weapons manufacturing and they just were holding back till they could put both of them in play. Or that robot thing. There's like a few red-ish cards. I actually think that makes sense. They probably had like two cards in hand that are like weapons manufacturing. They didn't want to empty their hand yet because they just wanted to get a second one of those enablers in play and then empty their hand.
Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters.
Closet Gex. Okay, so now that they can't get the second enabler in play, they'll just be like, oh, let's sack. Oh, what the hell? Okay, they can. The whole my whole theory has been blown to smithereens. Ooh, Emery.
So it was a Merfolk deck.
It was a Merfolk deck the entire time.
Yeah.
I think my prerogative at this point is just like Lord, and just ignore what my opponent's doing.
Yeah.
So I need to deal maximum damage before my opponent deals maximum damage to me. And maybe if we can draw an Island Walker, that would help too. Like if my opponent plays Engineered Explosives at any point, I'm like toast anyway. Okay, good. There's no turtle. Oh no, wait a minute. They got Claws of Gix out. I'm dead. I'm just dead. Yeah, I totally forgot what Claws of Gix is. Sack any permanent. I don't know why, but I thought it was like sack an artifact, which is fine with this munitions thing. Anyway, okay, well, we concede. What a miserable... I need... You know what I could also use, actually? I could use, what's it called, that card? Disruptor Flute. Disruptor Flute looks fine-ish versus Affinity. Okay, what did we do last time? We brought in the Hex Catcher, the Mystical Dispute, and all the Engineered Explosives, and I took out Silver Gill Adept. Probably Floodpit's Drowner doesn't really do all that much either. Took out Tashawn's Tidebinder. Oh no, sorry, I don't know if I took out Tashawn's Tide. We took out the Harbinger of the Seas. Yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe I should keep some Harbinger of the Seas. We'll take out Tashawn's Tidebinder, and I think I can live with all that.
Yeah, that Dreadnought is on the reserve list, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Well, you wanted one?
Well, in here...
Maybe I could take out some Flood Pits. Let's take out some Flood Pits Drowners and bring in some subtleties, and we have to rely on maybe pure tempo.
They should let it stay modern legal for a week just to see how things would shake up. Phyrexian Dreadnought. Anybody?
It was never printed in this format.
Doesn't matter. They could make it legal in modern. Just say, yeah, you can play it for a week.
It would see play actually. It would see play. You could build a deck around it.
Yeah, because there's stifle cards in modern.
Even better, you could play with Dress Down. Because Legacy, there's a stifle not deck in Legacy. It's a Legacy deck.
Come on, Wizards.
Oh yeah, they're listening to you here.
It's part of the suing.
These hands are terrible today.
Oh my
this hand's
God.
Not really playable either. And only in the bad matchups. Only in the bad matchups. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. Let's just hope for a bunch of lords. We're gonna keep it. It's not the worst thing in the world, although it's pretty bad. Okay, we'll get rid of Force. We'll get rid of one Mind Spring Merfolk. If we can rip a bunch of lands, that would be delightful. Go Ether Vial.
Oh, is that Ether Vial worth still? That Masterpiece Ether Vial.
Well, it's not going up because it's losing more and more value as time goes on. It sees less and less play. Frankly, I look like a stupid chump playing this thing. Oh my god, you have turn 1 turtle? Do you have turtle? We have Emery. That's fine, I can beat that. I can beat Emery. 2 Pinnacle Emissaries in the graveyard. Are they artifacts? You can cast those things, can't you?
Traitor Emery.
Oh yeah, a classic Merfolk trader. Okay, maybe we can win this game. They just sacked a bunch of their Mishra's Baubles. Can definitely dismember this Emery to its death. Yeah, your Baubles resolve. As many Baubles as you want. Bobble it up.
It bobbles the mind.
Eat this. Emery. How's that taste? Didn't taste good, did it, Emery?
It's dead. Here comes another one.
She basically just re-sank into the sea.
Timing rules still apply.
To what?
Emery.
Oh, it says that. You may cast this card this turn. You still pay as cost. Time and rules apply. Ah! Wait a minute. I could blow it up with my own engineered explosives, in theory. That's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, I'm not gonna play this engineer. Do I do anything yet? They have one card in hand. Okay, we need to draw a land. They don't have a land. We don't have a land either. I'm gonna take this thing up anyhow. I'm basically praying for a land so we can play engineered explosives on 0 and blow up their engineered explosives on 1. Or then I guess I should keep this on 2 if I'm hoping for that result. Yeah, I am. Force of negation. 1 turn too late. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Mindspring Merfolk. Do your thing. Let's go!
Dun, 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 dun.
Our hand is super awkward. Our opponent's hand is super awkward. Well, the prophecy wasn't fulfilled. They can now EE and blow up our whole board. Couldn't even interact with the Urza Saga. Okay, let's try to tick the vial up to 2. Maybe if we're lucky, we can draw a card and put in play with this damn thing. Okay, well, looks like we lose everything.
No.
We got a subtlety in hand, but I'll play a Mindspring Merfolk instead.
Oh, taking me back to the Dredge era. It was so good then.
Says no one but you.
You were kicking ass back then. Merfolk was on top.
During during the height of Dredge? Not really. I mean, I did fine. Another Urza Saga? Well, we have an answer to all these tokens, but it's still not pleasant to play against all this crap. You sure you don't want to play something that interacts with either of these 2 cards? No? No? Huh?
Sure you don't want to play anything fun? Do you really have to play this unfun deck?
Here's another thing. They were stuck on mana. They top decked that Urza Saga. So they had to have top decked that Urza Saga to now enable this thing. Otherwise, this thing could have just died. Got exchanged for a random 0 mana artifact and got no tokens. It's not even a land heavy deck. Well, there's our land. A little too late. I will do nothing. I'll do nothing at all. I mean, I guess I could play engineered explosives. No, I don't want to. I sort of want to encourage our opponent to make a bunch of tokens and slightly go all in.
Slightly.
There's a 1/1.
Haven't seen Urza much these days.
Hmm?
Haven't seen Urza too much these days.
Yeah, it's funny, they banned Mox Opal back in, was it 2019? Urza just died instantaneously. They unbanned Mox Opal. Urza's still dead. Everyone's like, Urza's the problem. Urza's the problem. You have to ban Urza. You idiots. No. The card was worthless without Mox Opal. And all these decks are only something because of Mox Opal. The Shadow Spear.
You used to play that card.
What? When?
A long time ago.
No, a long time ago I never played that card.
But
But I would be interested in playing with it now, to be honest. I think it's worth trying to play now. Well, I don't want to get my head beaten anymore, so I guess I'm going to play this Engineered Explosives and crack it for 0. And then we'll deal 1 damage. A whole point of damage. I have no idea what's in our opponent's hand. I'm sort of hoping what's in our opponent's hand is something like a munitions thing that I can force and negate it, and then hopefully their turn just ends.
Hopefully.
Pretty sure their hand is full of 0-drop cards, but like useless ones. Well, maybe not Mishra's Bauble. What's in your hand, opponent? It's not lands. It's not Mox Opal either. You had the option to play Mox Opal last turn. Is it like just a bunch of Claws of Gix? Skateboard. When,
oh God!
When there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja
There's a
Turtle
turtle.
card. When this equipment enters tap target permanent. All right, he's tapped. You got him.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah, basically. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and haste. Okay, weapons manufacturing. This was the card I was thinking of. Okay, so I counter you. Hopefully, I have no follow up after that.
New rule: you had to have beaten Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES to play any of these cards.
That bar's too high.
That's why nobody was buying them from Costco.
People like look up how to beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. That angry video game nerd thing comes up. Okay, we have a land. We can draw one card off of our Mind Spring Merfolk. But you know what? That's one more card than we started this turn with.
They'll send you a certificate in the mail and everything. Congratulations.
Claws of Gix is being played. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's turtle time. Yeah. I don't know how loud this is going to be. Where is it? Oh, was it just Emerald? No, it was this thing. Oh, here.
You got both kinds of turtles.
Yeah, a lot of turtles here. Okay, so what? Ugh, I can't... Did I bring in Consign to Memory? I didn't. It's the only combo I have between, like... I could dismember this and then consign the trigger. Okay. We're dead. Good games again.
You wretched turtles.
Sort of. All right, I'm certain so many of you were like looking forward to this league. Oh yeah, let's see Merfolk in the new metagame. I'm getting smashed in the old metagame. Okay, but I'm not gonna. I won't drop out of the league just yet. We just need to play against something that's not an aggro deck. See you in round 4. Round 4, we have like an almost okay hand. I would say this is a good hand, okay? As far as like one-landers are concerned, we got our Ether Vial, and we actually have a few things to do with 1 mana if necessary. It's not bad.
All right, let's see that turn 1 steamroll.
What, from us?
No, from the opponent.
Yeah, let's see our third affinity opponent. Oh God. It can only mean one thing. Boros Energy. Well, this is sort of a good card. Okay, we'll just pass. Can afford to pass back and forth a little bit. I guess we're gonna keep Tide Shaper in the pocket for that basic plains. What is this? Sun Billow Verge. Oh, this is the new red-white deck. I heard of it. I think it's some sort of land destruction deck. It sounds like it's a boom/bust type of deck.
Hopefully it's gonna bust.
Oh yeah. Go Kablooey. I don't remember what's in it though. Hold on, I have like something of a rough metagame. Okay, there's someone named Corky Boy who played with, it's got Erode, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its control looks for a basic land, puts on the battlefield. That's great. How do they win? White Solitude, White Orchard Phantom. They have Rat Disguise. That's not good. They also have Reprise. Okay, I don't know if all that stuff is going to be played versus us, but it could.
He's waiting.
Yeah, me too. I'm waiting to think what I want to do here. I guess we're going to do nothing. We're going to sit on our butt.
The Aether Vial should talk, like Siri or something, or Alexa.
It probably would do that on Arena. What would you like to do today? Okay, we're just going to be patient. We're going to hold... So there's actually no point actually holding Dismember in hand. I mean, I don't know if all these decks are the same, though. The one Sun Billow Verge.
That's a little scary.
Activate only if you control a mountain or a plain, so you can add both sides if you want to. So I don't want to overextend right now yet, because they could still, out of nowhere, hit us with a Rat the Skies. They could still do that right now. I'm going to tick the vial up to 3 because I don't know how long it's going to last on the battlefield for. And we'll try to get this Harbinger. We'll try to get the Ether Vial in play.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I mean Harbinger the season play. Next, we can... Could attack for 2, activate this. If they play Field of Ruin, we float a mana, then we can actually activate the Mind Spring for a card. Ugh, it's so weird, though, if we go for that line. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to go for that line. It's just weird. Comes to play untapped, right? So maybe I do this right now. Let's Harbinger the Seas. Do you have? Or do you just have a straight up answer here? And then I'll go for the Tide Shaper on the plains.
Finally, we're seeing Merfolk do something.
Well, I don't know. It depends. If they have Path or Solitude, a lot of things can go wrong here. Okay, do they do have Solitude? I don't see Ephemerate in the list that I'm looking at right now. They can still add a white. Okay, maybe my line is greedy. So if I target, you can get anything you want with this thing. Okay, go get a mountain if you need a mountain.
Look at all that wheat. Saskatchewan.
A lot of wheat, yeah. Reminds me of Canada. Reminds me of boring. Super boring. Okay, the mountain is interesting because they still can't play Rat the Skies under this environment. Cleansing Wildfire. Float. Fortunately, we do have a good chunk of islands in our deck, so they're not going to Cleansing Wildfire our deck out. Go for it. Knock yourself out.
You bunt.
Another Demolition Field. Looks like we just can't play around Rat the Skies. Not well, anyhow. March. You want to march? You want to march my Ether Vial? That's great. I wasn't using that thing anyway. It was basically done for. Okay, no white mana. Alright, let's play out our hand, I guess.
Aha!
I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way, even though we're super vulnerable. Unless they've got like I mean, maybe a more cautious way of going about it is we just pass the turn, and not pass the turn, just attack with these two, activate this for 1, so we draw a card. I don't mind this Cleansing Wildfire. That'll learn that we have a lot of lands in our deck. Gonna have to take more than that to beat me.
Huh.
They learned we have 3 islands in our deck. So that's all they needed to know. Okay, Consigned to Memory can be useful versus, I think, just specifically only Solitude. Solitude's a big deal. Stern Scolding is fine. They also have that White Orchard Golem. Sorry, White Orchard Phantom, which this thing hits. I think Hexcatcher actually might be good. Mystical Dispute probably not as good. Subtlety is maybe good, maybe not. Is there anything really bad Dismember looks terrible. Maybe I want to bring in some more stuff. How many counter spells do I have? I probably should have Flare of Denial in the sideboard, which I do not have. How many things can I consign to memory here? Just looking in there. And what do they bring in from the sideboard? Vexing Bauble, maybe. High Noon, Reprieve, Rest in Peace, Wear and Tear. The Legend of Roku. It's also a win condition. Yeah, I think the Hexcatcher will be fine. Okay, I'm just gonna ship this list. Everything else looks good. Harbinger of the Seas overall looks strong. Although I think they have a good chunk of answers for it.
No, he's going to crumble. He's going to fold like a paperclip.
It's actually might be a good matchup for Tishana's Tiebinder to like really get my opponent when they go for a Demolition Field or Field of Ruin.
Gloom Lake Verge.
It could really ruin their day. You like the Cleansing Wildfire? Dig my islands out of my deck? No? Didn't feel like doing it that time, huh? Alright. I always find it funny. This deck isn't even playing Blood Moon. It just looks like a Blood Moon deck. Play Island and pass, and we'll play Hexcatcher at end of turn. Unfortunately, not a really good board for Harbinger of the Seas. Opponent has a basic mountain, basic plains. How many of them do they have in the deck? A lot. 5 basic plains, 2 mountains. So we'll want to really attack the mountain part of this. There's like nothing to hit here. Yes, I'm going to attack for 1. I also think I'm going to play Silvergill Adept. It's like no point to playing Harbinger of the Seas or anything. Let's play something that gives me some card advantage.
So that's what they need to print for Merfolk. Card advantage.
I'll even show...
Everybody else gets it.
They have a lot of card advantage for Merfolk. Some of it sucks. What we really need is better interaction.
Token generators.
You want to kill my guy, huh? Okay, well, he's dead. He's super dead. It's deader than dead. I got another Silvergill Adept. Come rat the skies now. I dare you. I double dare you. What is this? The price of freedom. Destroy target artifact or land an opponent controls. They can search their library for a basic land card put on the battlefield tapped, by all means. It's a lesson card. Well, I'll teach you a lesson. I have a lot of these lands. I'm one of the very few decks in all of Modern that plays like more than 3 basic lands. So this Stone Rain strategy is not going to work so well.
You're lubricated against it.
I don't really like to frame it like that, but sure.
Not so much friction.
Lord of Atlantis is okay.
I mean, it wouldn't even be that broken if they gave you a 1-mana Lord.
It probably not, to be honest. It probably wouldn't be broken at this point. Just 1 mana, all other like a 1 mana, even a 1 mana 1/1, all other Merfolk get +1/+1.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be broken whatsoever. It would honestly. I probably would play it, but like I know it in my heart of hearts, it still sucks. I know in my heart of hearts, it is just a bunch of nonsense.
Cloud poo.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a bunch of cloud poo. I'm pretty sure I revealed Harbinger of the Seas last time. Good. Let's keep things consistent here. Another one of these things. Well, let's play this tapped.
The hammy help travelers find profound relief.
I think for the foreseeable future, we're just going to attack with everything that we have.
That's right. There's no reason not to.
Until they stop doing anything.
Till they're dead. That's why.
What is this? Exile top card of your library until end of turn you can play that card. Oh! Okay, I guess I should play one of these then. Play a Harbinger of the Seas. Sure. Solitude. That is ugly. Can you cast it for free from your hand? Well, unfortunately, it was free, so they can't complain.
Feels good. I like it.
Can I just go all out now? Hold on. Okay, so I can play a Tashawn's Tiebinder. I can play a Lord. That will be an entire 10 damage. That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
But it's not exactly lethal. So I'm going to hold back.
Too conservative.
Now do I go Harbinger of the Seas? I just don't like the idea of I go Harbinger of the Seas and then they play Rat the Skies. And then I have no follow-up either. Oh, I guess I could follow it up with another Harbinger of the Seas. And also they do have to Rat the Skies for 3. With Harbinger of the Seas in play. Okay, well, I guess they don't have Harbinger of the Seas. Otherwise, they would have played it. Price of Freedom. Interesting, so I can float. I have plenty of freedom. There's no price to be paid. So I can throw... Oh, no, I can't get it to Sean's Tiebinder. It comes into play tapped.
The bog.
Sad.
We're going to win a great victory against the Fire Nation today. What, fighting fire with fire?
Avatar card.
Like actually from that series?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever seen it?
No,
Do you
but I
watch
know
the
of
Avatar?
it. No, but I know of it. Ninja Turtles, Avatar, Lord of the Rings. What's next? Have they revealed what the next...
Yeah, Marvel.
Oh, God.
It's Marvel. So what, I can go for a good chunk of damage here. And I guess why not? Well, okay, they don't have Rat the Skies. Because if they did, they would have played that last turn for sure. I think. Unless they're just, wait, come on, Nikachu, just empty your hand. I'm trying to bait you here. I'm trying to get you. Yeah, exactly. Okay, just in case they're acting like that, we'll just attack for 4. And I'll just play another Harbinger of the Seas. I don't know what's in their hand, but I mean, they have to be playing removal. At some point, you have to do something about all this crap. There we go.
More land.
Yeah, more land. But now they're on their way to really thinning my deck. They're on the way. You want to play another Path to Exile? You want to find out exactly how many islands I have in my deck? Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Controller can look for another basic land. Basic lands for a basic idiot like me.
Always tap, though. That's what's broken about it.
Is that really broken?
Yeah, they should come on tap.
It's really that bad? Okay, then we'll go Harbinger of the Seas. And we'll go Lord of Atlantis. Hopefully that is acceptable. I could even go Mind Spraying. Okay, they've convinced me they don't have Rat the Skies, and they have to top deck it. because this is like a must kill. And if they kill that, then I get in only 7 damage next turn. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They just okay. What? Oh no, they have the 3 over here. You gotta be kidding me. They're not kidding me. I just threw this thing away. I'm like 99% sure they top deck that, but I'm not 100% sure. It might have been like the greatest. I mean, they're drawing a lot of cards, to be fair.
It was the greatest top deck of all time.
Oh, this Mutavault's gonna help us win the game.
How? Oh yeah, the creature's gone.
Well, I mean, it's a creature.
Yeah, no, but I thought Harbinger was still on the board.
Yeah. Harbinger's gone.
My brain is lagging.
Could really use these soporific springs in Ottawa right now.
He knew.
We can't do anything about that. Do I have anything yet? No, we're done. Okay, I'm out. I'm empty. Do you have any more of those land destruction cards?
Have you been paying attention?
Okay, I don't think I'm playing this Tashanda's Tidebinder. We're holding this thing up until my opponent taps out. Okay, well, that's a tap out, I guess. Okay, this is unfortunately getting no value, but you're a beat stick. Unfortunately, I'm out of cards. My opponent is not out of cards, and that was a worse draw. They filtered all the lands out of my deck, and I have to draw my Ether Vial. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I'm just gonna show them I have this. Filtered all the lands out of my deck. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. I was waiting for that. That's what I had this card in my hand for the entire time for. So you play Chandra, I play this Tashanda's Tidebinder.
Everybody's happy.
Especially me. Alright, well, our time is running out super fast. I guess I just had... It's possible that they had the Wrath the entire time. My luck today is just brutal. It's possible they had the Wrath the entire time, but I never committed, so they had never any reason to play the damn thing.
Did you like step on a rare albino dove or something? By accident? That's what was causing it?
What do they find? Path to Exile? Off of Chandra, which is useless. Soon they'll be able to get extra cards off of this Quarry Mountain thing. Tide Shaper is a little... I can't believe... I'm pretty sure I'm lost from here. They're drawing like 3 cards a turn. It's a lot of cards. What is the minus? -4? Yeah, I just had to be patient. I just had to be super patient. I read my opponent's weakness for strength, I guess. They found another Solitude. Okay. We're going to go to game 3. I'm pretty sure we're... Okay, I should just be a little bit more threat dense. Let's bring in Subtlety. Stern Scolding's still fine.
Gotta be more stern.
Harbinger is also still fine. Depending on their run out, like Harbinger can win the game. I wouldn't say on the spot because they always have Subtlety, but it's still... Sorry, they always have Solitude, but it should be still strong. Do I really... Yeah, Subtlety can also hit the Planeswalker. Tide Shaper's okay. Ether Vial's fine. What do I want to get rid of, though? I want Force Negation just for Rat this guy. Like, I can just empty my hand if I have a Force Negation in hand. More or less. Or I can be more apt to do that. I could get rid of... I mean, in theory, I could get rid of a land. Maybe I can get rid of one Ether Vial. Okay, I'll get
rid
of
of all of them.
Flood Pits Drowner.
It's time to put them in the bin.
Although the flash speed stuff is probably pretty good. One lander, no good.
That's what you need, an all-flash Merfolk deck.
Not one lander. Keep. Guess dump this. Probably play Mutavault first so that I can just immediately attack with it. Turn 2. We will not be attacking with this Mutavault anymore. Opponent has signified a sign of strength over there. Sign of strength.
Maybe this is Andy you're playing against. He played that card.
Tick up. Play the Sink into Stupor. Deal damage to me. So we probably can engineer a Harbinger of the Season play. And protect it with everything. Ooh, Demolition Field too.
Here comes Blood Moon. Is one of in the sideboard.
Yeah, I'll take this thing up. I'll just pass. Oh, and I got Subtlety, so I can actually play this Ether Vial and have a lot of protection.
No protection at all.
So this we can Tashana's. I think we can just Tashana's Tidebinder.
Yeah, it would be backbreaking for him.
How do I want to do this? Yeah, we just Tashana's Tidebinder this. I hope my opponent doesn't have Solitude because I do want to play this Harbinger of the Seas. And like this is just a cleaner answer to Solitude, but I can't let my opponent have any basic lands. Okay, now the question is, do I want to put Harbinger of the Seas in play now?
Yes.
We are just going to do that.
Well, you're ahead.
If my opponent does play Solitude, you know, I might even just let it happen. They're throwing away a Wrath of Skies. I might just let it happen. I could Solitude, but then they just draw it next turn, recast it. Is that okay? So they draw it. They're still at 5. They go down to 4. I just have Force Negation versus Force Negation. No, I think I don't think I want to defend this.
It's indefensible.
Like, it's probably a fine exchange because they lost 2 cards. I lost 2 cards. I should think about that one a little bit more.
Well,
okay, well, I'm going to tick this thing up to 4 now. It can only mean one thing.
Master of Waves.
Solitude. We'll just attack for 3, and if they use removal, then we are going to just force negate it. Use our removal versus... Use our counter spells versus the removal. Because I got nothing else going on with my hand anyway. That worked. Worked beautifully.
Smashed them.
They seem to be a little stuck on lands, too. Ugh, another Field of Ruin. Not so stuck anymore. Yeah, they're going to activate this immediately.
All those wonderful basics.
So do I just want to put the pressure on, and this is a big chunky card, so it's even harder to rat this guys. I think I like the idea of that.
6 mana.
I don't have a whole lot of things to hit with this thing anyway. If they Solitude it, fine. Okay, this thing has no point anymore for the rest of the game, except for another Subtlety I guess I have in my deck. Okay, drawing lands versus the deck, versus the land destruction deck is pretty, I'm being stupid. I was supposed to counter that. Okay, that was horrendous. I'll sandbag the Gloomlake Verge for now. Getting in that 3 damage would have been very useful.
You've given him a false boost of confidence.
White Orchard Phantom. It's gonna destroy another one of my cards. I really need that Solitude. Because I could at least fly. Oh, no, I can't even fly over this. This thing has flying. Oh, okay, I got a flash speed lord. Pass the turn. All is not over yet.
It soon will be.
I'm gonna blow up my land again, huh? Okay, they're in cycling mode. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Unfortunately, they can go to the second main phase and probably kill something off. If they really want to. Ah, yeah, they're gonna do something. So actually, it was worthwhile to put my Gloom Lake Virgin play. Oh, they're gonna wait till my turn. Silly.
Fool of a toque.
This game would probably be easy if I just like how many lands I've drawn now. This is just silly. Like it's beyond stupid at this point.
That should be the name of their next Beyond Universe set. Beyond Stupid.
Yeah, beyond stupid.
See the big banner at Costco?
Like like when you're up against a land destruction deck that's like taking a huge chunk of your lands out of your deck, you assume you're gonna draw like, you know, a higher density of gas. Anyway, I'm done. Okay, you got all my lands.
Failed to find.
Yeah. Failed to survive too.
That's pretty.
Color's white, another White Orchard Phantom, sure.
Is that the Citadel from GoldenEye?
I don't think so. It's probably it's more like the Aztec level, if anything. That's where Jaws lives, apparently.
Pretty roomy. I'm sure he cleans it himself.
I don't think Jaws cleans anything. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's like a bit of a proper guy.
We had a...
damn it. What if Atlantis is not useful here?
We had an episode dedicated to Jaws years ago. We should do that again.
No, the actor.
Yeah, the actor.
Shoot. 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 Guess we're just attacking for 4. Oh, wow. They didn't even block. What does that mean? Well, you don't have Rat the Sky. I think you don't have Rat the Skies. Every single time I think you don't have something, you have something. Well, that just feels bad, because if I played Lord of Atlantis earlier, maybe my opponent would take more damage. What is the point of that? You want to back it up with Solitude later?
Maybe he knows he's just lost. He's like, yeah.
I don't want to overextend.
So don't do it.
I don't want to overextend.
You got to be more conservative.
But I can't. You're too conservative.
Now you got to be more.
Ugh, don't do it. Don't do it this time. Because like if they have Rat the Skies, they should probably block. Unless they're like super conservative with their life total. The thing is, I need as many bodies on the board as possible to get through like whatever removal that's coming my way while this White Orchid Phantom is on the battlefield. I think that was their plan, was keep this here, kill Hexcatcher. Rat the Skies for 2. Okay, so I'm glad I have this thing on the board so I can... You had Rat the Skies anyway! What the hell, man? Okay, definitely sacrifice... Actually, I don't know what I'm definitely sacrificing. I guess we're just getting rid of... Well, if I draw a remove... I don't have any removal, do I? Oh, no, I have...
Nothing.
If I sack the Lord, I have no more Lords on the battlefield. Actually, hold on, this is just for 2. I could just let it resolve. Actually, I could counter it once and then let it resolve. And then I win. Or I can even counter with the Hex Catcher. If they let it resolve, that's... No, I'll do it this way. Because I win, right? It's only for 2, so it doesn't get rid of my Tishana's Tidebinder. Okay, it resolves. It actually kills your White Orchid Phantom. And Tishana's Tidebinder is the last thing in play.
For a perfect clean 3 damage.
Because if I sacked both my Merfolk on it, then the Phantom lives. I let it resolve. That was my big brain play. And it won me the match. So I was like hoping, don't have Rat the Skies. Turns out actually having Rat the Skies was the best thing that could possibly happen to me. Okay, I actually won a match. And with that, let's hopefully we can win the 5th one. This is a new deck in the metagame. I do think, well, I'm hoping that we have a good matchup versus it. Because a lot of these cards suck because we have so many islands. And guess what? If we don't have Gloomlake Verge, the deck will suck even more. We'll have infinite islands to draw out of our deck. That was round 4. Let's move on to round 5. Round 5, we won the die roll. And honestly, I can't even complain about our hand. We're going to keep it.
Finally a keeper.
Yeah, finally a keeper.
No Dreadnought, though. He's still somewhere in the deck. He's hiding in there.
This is our Dreadnought. This is our artifact. It already has no abilities.
Sacrifice it or pay 12 life. As a Phyrexian card, that's how it should have been. You pay 12 life.
I'm guessing that we are up against... Oh, it's like just Grixis Mardu. Or no, not even Grixis. What is this? Mardu? Grixis Mardu. That's not an archetype. We're up against some sort of Mardu deck. Or it's a 5-color deck?
Grixis.
Well, I don't know what to make of this, so we'll just go turn 2 Tide Shaper, like Garfield intended. Actually, as Brad Nelson intended. Brad Nelson, I think, designed this card. Hey, we have a Tide Shaper. Ooh, a fetch land. Ooh, yes, wait. Oh, man. Oldest mistake in the book.
Come on.
They're going to realize they screwed up when I put this into play and bolt myself. And then attack for 2. They'll regret. I hope they regret.
Come on. Tap it. Crack it.
Yeah. Your worst nightmare just is about to happen. And it's bad.
See, this is what Merfolk needs more. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful. That's what I needed. Some fast games. Actually, the games have been pretty fast for the most part. Just getting annihilated.
Yeah, because they're cheating.
I'm assuming this is some sort of like Mardu... Actually, I can't tell. So hold on. They just showed... It could be Mardu Energy. Because of that, right? They showed us a Galvanic Discharge. Which is bad for us if it's Mardu Energy. Otherwise, it's like some sort of Mardu control deck with like Solitude and Ephemerate. So I'll bring in that. I'll bring in... If it's Mardu Energy, I want Engineered Explosives. Otherwise, I guess I don't get anything. Take out 1 Force of Negation. If this is... Actually, I'll just take them all out. If it's a Mardu mid-range deck, I might... Actually, I don't even know if I want Hexcatcher versus either of those. I'm just trying to think if this is like a black-white blink deck with a splash of red for the Galvanic Discharge, or if this is just straight-up Boros Energy, and they just screwed up. They screwed up big time. Well, Consigned Memory is not useless versus Mardu Energy, but it's just not great. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna submit this. It's a very loose deck, though. I don't want to bring in all these Engineered Explosives, and actually they were a mid-range deck.
You're mid-range.
Gloomlake Verges for days. Don't blood moon me. Don't do it. Turn 1 guide. Turn 1 guide. Sacred Foundry. I knew it. It was just Mardu Energy.
In disguise.
Ugh. Anyway, I gotta kill this thing. I could do nothing, but it's too risky to do nothing. I gotta do something. Johnny. I knew it. I knew it. So we got the absolute worst matchups this league. I mean, this league sucked. This league is just worlds of awful. This is just the worst league of all time. Two affinities, 2 Boros energies in this new metagame. Just brutal. They'd made such a smart decision to concede before it was too late. Crack their fetch land, that's fine. Going to get a swamp. Well, they were really hard on the Mardu here. Sephiroth, and you're a 3/3. I can't counter you with my damn Stern Scolding.
What?
Whenever he enters or attacks, you can sack another creature if you do draw a card. Which will trigger the Ajani. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. If this is the 4th time this ability resolved this turn, transform it. That sounds terrible for me. They'll probably sack this thing. Well, Ajani actually becomes a little bit vulnerable. Oh no, it won't, because you get to make another cat. That's right, as if nothing happened.
My goodness.
And they get to draw a card.
Haven't seen you since Final Fantasy VII.
That's where it should have just left to die.
That's like the one Final Fantasy that has had so much extended universe stuff attached to it now.
I
mean, Final Fantasy VII is like, it has so much extended universe stuff attached to it.
I needed this damn thing earlier.
It's a whole thing of its own.
When you control a red permanent other than a Johnny. You have no red permanents. You don't have a whole lot of red permanents there, opponent.
Say in chat if you ever legitimately beat Ruby or Emerald. I haven't.
I'm thinking I just go Flood Pit's Drowner, tap this cat, attack a Johnny. Seems very weak, though. Then they make another cat, then I just attack through both of them to kill a Johnny. So I'll have to sort of deal with Sephiroth later.
Why don't they bring in King from Tekken?
I attack you, Johnny. You're attacked.
No.
But not before you get a huge boatload of value.
Do you think he's spayed or neutered?
A Johnny?
Yeah, like
probably not.
Like Bob Barker would have won.
Like a vasectomy for a Johnny. Well, we're holding these cards in our hand for a reason. Stern Scolding. Although I prefer our opponent tapped out a little bit more. A little bit more. Look, another Johnny. Very hard to get through. Way more. Oh my God. There was a plus? +2? I can't beat any of that. Oh my God, though. We just drew like
the bomb.
The bomb. Yeah, basically. I don't know if this is enough. There's no red permanents in play, though. Okay, what can we do here? How can we make the most of this? What is this? It's a 2/3. And then if this dies, then what happens? Well, you can just easily block this, though.
You need Lord after Lord after
Lord. Yeah, I need to top deck a Lord. Okay, let's just pass. This is a plus ability. Put a +1/+1 counter on each cat you control. And it's exactly what my opponent needs.
And they thought Oko was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep making them cats. I cannot even beat this card.
What is Sephiroth doing here?
We have something against Sephiroth?
Just seems so out of place.
If I remember, if one or more cats you control, you may exile a Johnny. That's the big thing. You may exile. You don't have to. So we are definitely going to be blocking some stuff. Do I just block some maximum damage? Yeah, this is legendary anyway. Could be another Ajani coming up. Oh god! Is it anything? Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life. Well, a lot of creatures died. I guess we'll counter one of these. Even though the Ajani thing hasn't flipped yet. By all means, you can flip your Ajani if you want. I would have nothing against that. They choose not to flip it. Good choice. Okay, what do I want? I don't even know. That's not it. Okay, well, we have a much better idea of how we want to sideboard game 2. Okay, now we want engineered explosives. Definitely don't want any of the hex catchers. I think that's it. We'll take out... Consign is okay, but not really that good. Honestly, the Lords are not that good either. Hate the Lords. Always have, always will. Okay, submit. So if we get lucky, like in the first game. That's what I'm basing around.
It wasn't luck, it was skill.
This hand's okay. This hand's okay. I can keep this, even though the Ether Vial and the Engineer Explosives might end up being a non-bow. I like that we can curve straight into a Harbinger of the Seas at the very least. If necessary. They're already preparing.
No.
I have another Engineered Explosives. I'm just going to hardcast this thing. And hope that my opponent dumps a bunch of 1-drops. I'm fine with like 2 more Guided Souls. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's okay. We're good. No, you don't want to play another one? No? Okay, you make a token, that's fine.
Meow. Where's Jeff Meatball's token?
Doesn't exist yet. Well, I think I'm fine with blowing up the world here. Right now, I think. Yeah, I'll get in some damage. My Ether Vial goes bye-bye, but so these things go bye-bye. It's like my Ether Vial blew up one of those things, which is fine.
Ether Vial works part-time as a bomb.
Not really sure what I'm hoping for. Maybe they play some sort of dual land for black, play Sephiroth, pass, we play Harbinger, but, you know, like, Boros Energy players, they're not entirely stupid. They're pretty fearful of Harbinger of the Seas.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
You get stung by that thing once, you don't get stung again. So I imagine our opponent will get a swamp here, or a mountain. Either way, taking red offline is still not terrible. Ugh, but this is terrible. Well,
don't worry, it's just a fable. It's not real.
I still can play EE on 0 if I want. But then I can't play Harbinger of the Seas this turn. They're going to draw and discard. Tax makes a token. We'll definitely get a red source. Ugh, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. It's like very bad value. Or I guess there was another thing. I could have played maybe Glasspool Mimic, but I'm trying to keep their mana offline. Trying to do my best to keep the mana low to make this Harbinger of the Seas like something of a threat. Because if we can get this in play and like all the, as far as I'm concerned, most of the removal should be red. I mean, it might not in this deck. There might be Fatal Push, but Fatal Push also is pretty poor. If there's a Harbinger of the Seas in play. Okay, well that just got a lot worse. Wasn't even considering that. Mardu Energy. We lost Flage. We gained more aggro. It seems like I mean, it always a lot of decks had Fable the Mirror Breaker, but it seems like a pretty easy include to just throw Fable in there. Wow, they didn't even get rid of the Harbinger of the Seas. They don't care. Seasoned Pyromancer.
This guy's still around.
They did not care. Thraben Charm. Wow. Which means they have like another Thraben Charm. Okay, we'll play the Harbinger of the Seas, which apparently is meaningless.
Or he's just realized, I'm so screwed.
No, they discarded a Thraben Charm, which could kill Harbinger of the Seas, which implies to me that they just have another answer. They probably, I'm assuming they have another Thraben Charm for specifically Lord of Atlantis. Well, I have no room to play around. I mean, I got to attack. I wish I drew some gas. I drew nothing. Oh my god, we got in some damage. Okay, do I hoard cards in my hand? Who can punish me? Maybe what's it called? The Mind Spring will punish me if I top deck that. So, I mean, I'm not in that great of a position because our opponent can start copying this thing and start digging for some useful stuff. It's hilarious how much red stuff is on the battlefield despite not having access to red mana. Well, they have Croxa. A little Croxa action in the graveyard. Lost one Titan, gained another. So I guess that's the whole point of going Mardu. I can block the elemental, right? It's not going to kill me. All right, I need another Island Walk Lord. There we go. That's what the doctor ordered.
That doctor's unlicensed.
Yeah.
Island Walk. Yeah.
Okay, we're in good shape.
Round is
not sure why they discard. I mean, they might have discarded the. I don't know why they discarded the Thraben Charm. They're gonna have two creatures in play, unless they were really desperate to like draw some cards, because this thing could kill my Lord of Atlantis or even the Harbinger of the Seas. Well, now they're using a Thraben Charm. Okay, deal 3 damage. Harbinger of the Seas gone, and maybe our hope. Maybe our hopes and dreams are gone too. Maybe they were never empty-handed, so maybe they always had that Thraben Charm, and they just decided to do other things with their turn until they went down to like 3 life, and they realized, okay, this is pretty serious now. So we have no way of getting through unless we draw Tide Shaper or did I bring in Subtlety? I don't think so. Subtlety could fly over.
Fly over me.
What, you got cold feet all of a sudden? Got hot hands.
Yeah. Do you think he has any game against Emrakul?
What?
Seasoned Pyromancer.
No.
He can shoot fire from his hands, but Emrakul's the size of a moon. So.
Yeah. I don't know. You do the math. One guy's enormous, but the other one is like, one guy's the size of a moon. The other one has hot hands. He shoots fire. Who would win? I don't get this. This seems like suicide, unless they have like Goblin Bombardment, which in that case I can't beat that anyway.
I think your opponent's just a goblin.
2, 4. They have to have some follow-up play to block my Lord of Atlantis. And if they have Goblin Bombardment, I can't beat that anyway. Oh, I should probably block this one. Or they have Galvanic Discharge, or they have this, so they have Fatal Push. Fatal Push is good too. Yeah, it's fine. I can't beat any of these cards.
No!
Yeah, good games. Well, they lasted. What was our next card? Flood Pit Drowner. No, that was not good. Unless... No, it didn't even matter. So if they Fatal Push one, I could only get in 2 damage if I tap something down. All right, what did we learn? We learned nothing! What an absolute garbage league. That was the most garbage league of all garbage leagues. We learned nothing today. I learned that energy is still in the format, which is not good. If energy is gonna be sticky, nothing changed after the BNR announcement.
Yeah. Try again, Wizards. Ban a few more.
Yeah, get rid of the aggro cards. But I mean, we still need to wait for the metagame to settle, and like maybe I'm very hopeful that Boros Energy is going to be brought down a peg and hopefully gets people to, like, you know, put down this deck. I doubt, like, nothing's going to happen to Affinity, though. Affinity is still going to be a pretty prominent deck. We could play something like Hurkyl's Recall on the sideboard if necessary, but I would be fine with losing to Affinity. I was hoping we would play it against, like, anything else. We did get to play against that new white-red deck, which is good. We didn't play against anything else, though. Well, give a thumbs up for the new modern metagame. It looked a whole lot like the old metagame, if you ask me. Anyway, we'll try a few more times with the classical version of Merfolk. But as you see, the classical version of Merfolk just gets completely wiped off the face of the earth, unless your opponent accidentally plays like super bad. So can't really expect that. And if it doesn't work, then I got to go back to my mid-range deck. Give the thumbs up. See you guys next time. This is Nikachu with his brother playing Modern Merfolk in the new Modern metagame.
Jim the Hammer Shapiro.